Joey Roberts 12, volume or intensity. So it's not a black and white question, or I guess it's not a black and white answer to say, okay, volume is objectively better or intensity is objectively better. I think you're better off if this is volume and this is intensity. I think the answer is probably over here a little more. Without intensity, volume, I would say, is kind of meaningless. If I came in and just did like 30-pound curls for sets of 8, I could probably do 50 of those sets. I don't think that would be a really solidly stimulating kind of curl. Now, that's not to say that it probably wouldn't work either. Imagine a guy who's obviously it's just kind of for fun now, but if somebody's a blacksmith and that's their whole thing, maybe they got a blacksmithing YouTube channel, or they're like, doing some custom commission based work or whatever. These guys, all they do is swing around this big ass fucking hammer every day, and then this is the left hand is like the skill hand, or maybe it's the other way around, whatever. But just from repetitive action, where one rep of a hammer swing is not tiring this guy out at all, well then his whole dominant strong arm ends up getting huge. So it's not to say that volume doesn't accrue either. I think when I see questions like this, like, oh, it's better volume or intensity, or should I train every day, or is full body once a week even better? Sometimes the motivation of the question, I think, is, all right, is the hard way really necessary, or can I do the easy way? Do I really have to go intense, or can I back off and go really easy? Right? So if that's the motivation of the question, then I think you already know the answer, right? You're just looking for an excuse, because a lot of the times we know what we should do, right? You see the cardio bike every time you leave the gym, or every time you walk in. This is me as a guy who doesn't do cardio. Whatever, I shouldn't even do the cardio anyway. It's probably bad for me. It's going to kill my gains. I need to, I got to conserve energy. I'm bulking, like just stuff like that. So it's there's definitely no there's no specific answer. Make sure the volume that you do is done intensely.